Hi, guys. Welcome to week 2 of the Spicy Girls podcast. Ginger has brought her emotional support animal baby with her today. We just want to thank you guys for showing up this week and listening to us. If you've made it this far, you're definitely considered a sewer rat. So, welcome to the Rat Pack.
Oh, yeah. Especially after all the bumps on last week's video. So, thanks for bearing with us. We're trying a new recording thing for podcasts, so hopefully this ends up a little bit better.
We have no idea if it's better or not, but we're trying. Is the point, I think. And hopefully, you guys like cats.
Yeah, because she's going to be here for the long haul. We decided to start this episode with like a little never have I ever. Yeah, just because it's kind of fun. And then I guess later in the podcast, we're going to talk about something that we had a suggestion from somebody about, which was to talk about like our nursing experience in nursing school and then entering the field as a new grad as well. So that'll be a little bit towards the end. Go.
So for our never have I ever, Ginger and I, we've played this game a lot, obviously. Normally we have lots of tequila or vodka involved. So today we have iced coffee, but essentially whoever has done it is going to take a sip of their coffee and then explain the story. So I think I'm going to go, and never have I ever gotten my Uber revoked for having to pay the $200 fee.
Okay, so first of all, yes, it is true. I still cannot use Uber to this day. Uber Eats, any of it. A couple of years ago, I was at a bachelorette party for my sister-in-law, and we were drinking and having a good time. And I'm sorry if the girl that this happened to sees this. No shade. I'm not going to mention any names. But she ended up throwing up all over the back of the Uber. And it was my Uber. And the next day, I ended up looking at the charges, and it was already $100 for downtown Orlando and like the upcharge for Friday night. And after she had thrown up in it, they upcharged me to about like $400 or something along those lines, which I obviously did not have as a nursing student. And I messaged the girl and asked for the money, and she told me she wasn't going to give it to me either at the time. So I just canceled my account, canceled all my credit cards, and yeah, when I go to download the app now, which I'm so sorry for the Uber. But when I go to download,
we do not recommend trying to get out of your Uber charges like this.
I don't recommend it one bit. It tells me that I need to go to customer support and that my account has been locked. So if you find me Uber, I apologize. That's the story. Thank you, Kristen.
You're so welcome.
Let's see. All right. Never have I ever had my godfather catfish my friends as an anesthesiologist.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I should double drink on that one.
Yeah. This is a good story because we were both.
Yeah, so if anyone has ever met my godfather, which if you're close to me, you probably have, he is quite the character. He truly is such a little kid at heart. But one day, Jinjer was at dinner with me and a bunch of friends, and we were just like talking in general about Instagram DMs, which I'm sure a lot of you do. And Ginger's like, who is this guy? And funny enough, I click on the picture. It's my godfather holding my niece in a scrub top that says anesthesiologist on it. My godfather is a car dealer, and before that, he's in real estate. He has never been a doctor in his life. He had this top made essentially to catfish women into thinking he was like some super rich, prestigious anesthesiologist. So,
and it worked. I didn't even realize it was your house.
That Ginger was. Yeah, and Ginger, my best friend, did not realize it was my house. my house that the picture is at, or that it was my niece in the picture that he's holding. And he basically like played on the fact that she's a student in CRNA school and was trying to get her that way. And that's how my godfather catfished Ginger as an anesthesiologist.
I was like so nervous because, when people like that reach out to you, I didn't want to upset anyone in the anesthesia world. It's a small world. So I was like, oh, that's great. Happy to meet you. But good times.
Oh my God.
Let's see. Your turn, my friend.
Ginger, I can't see your video.
It's recording here. I see me.
Okay. Okay. It says it's been disabled due to internet quality issues. That video is still recorded. Okay. Hopefully we can edit that out. If not, sorry, you guys get some technical issues. This is us and a real podcast with real people. So
We are technical issues, to be fair.
yeah, I am a technical issue.
I just went through to solve this new iPhone today. I am a technical issue.
Yeah, Ginger literally went to get a new iPhone today just to help with these things, and I will show you guys what our call log looks like today.
It didn't help that. Oh God.
This is us trying to figure out how to work Ginger's phone. So
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
yeah, so that's about as smart as we are when it comes to technology. Never have I ever had a cat worry doll.
Okay. So I'm still upset with you that you think this is a problem. When I was in San Antonio, I have a cat worry doll. It's a little worry doll. When I was in San Antonio for one of these like nursing contracts, I was scared and alone, and in this like little touristy store, there's this, let me go get it for you. Just go get it.
These are the receipts, honey. This thing is so weird.
On me. Wherever I go.
That is not in your purse. You just got that out of your purse?
Yeah. I said I keep it on me. This little guy. He doesn't look too great.
This little guy.
Okay, he looks like this, and he's a cat, and there was some like ancient folklore where
stat page Propofol Poppy on this.
Where if you tell all your worries at night to one of these little like voodoo creepy dolls, and then you pop it under your pillow at night, all your worries go away in the morning. So I clearly had a lot of worries in order to buy this, but she didn't work too well for me recently out in Houston, but I still have hopes. There's the worry doll. We'll put her right there. Anyway, let's see. Okay. Never have I ever went to get my lashes done and come home with a puppy.
That was 150 pound sip. So no one knows the story about how we got Cartel, who is my King Corso, who is huge. He's 150 pounds at least, I'm sure. And one of our good friends, Jessica Dome, has two King Corsos, and they ended up breeding, and she had a whole bunch of puppies, and she just also happens to do eyelashes. So we were over there, and I was getting my eyelashes done. By the way, Lash by Dome, that is a shout out to her business.
Lash by Dome. Sure.
She's fantastic, just an amazing person overall, but that's not the point of the story. I was getting my lashes done, and then of course I'm playing with puppies. Like, who doesn't love puppies? And Cartel is just like, was the sweetest, most docile one, just like running over and sitting in my lap and just literally way too cute. So I said, how much do you want for him? And I cashed out her the money and I took Cartel home. And that's how we got Cartel.
The rest is history.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's so freaking cute.
Cartel is the King Corso on Instagram.
Let's see. Do you want to do our group one, or did you have another one?
No, I mean, I think this is a good one. Never have I ever bought Botox. I think this is an important one to talk about because a lot of people, think it's like taboo, or you're going to be like a frozen face, or people feel very strongly about the subject. So me and Ginger have both had Botox and lip filler, and we're not against it. I think that if you want to look a certain way, and you want to be confident, and that's what makes you confident, we're all about it, honestly.
Yeah, this was something we wanted to include for that reason because there's a lot of stigma out there about just having work done in general. And I know you can ask anyone. I'm like the first one to tell people what I've had done. I have my nose done. I have like 6 veneers up top because I didn't like my teeth. And we've gotten Botox and lip filler and things like that. And it's really about like being comfortable in your skin. If there's something that you don't like and you have the monetary means to fix it at that time, then go ahead and do what you want with your body. And look, I clearly still have eyebrow movement. So.
I think there's like so many different ways that you can go with it in general too. Like, I don't know, me and Ginger, me and Ginger would probably look like plastic Barbie dolls if we really like got away with it. But
Yeah.
I don't know about people aging naturally and gracefully too. It's really like everyone's different comfort level and what they want to do. And I don't know, I think
Yeah.
we support it both ways.
It's even something we kind of like have interest in doing like for the future, like different plans. Just, I think part of that comes from seeing a lot of death and negativity on this side as nurses, like working in the ICU, that you get to a point where you're like, okay, well, this world over here makes people feel pretty and confident and happy. And I'm not seeing death every single day over here. So it's like, I don't know, an intermingling of worlds and something that we're really drawn to as well.
100%. I think that, when you look good, you feel good. And, who doesn't want to help people look and feel their best? So,
well, that was it for our Never Have I Ever questions. Actually, if y'all have any more and recommendations and things that we can actually talk about on here, because there's a lot that we couldn't, drop it in our suggestion box on our website. There's a little Ask Us Anything.
yeah, we're speaking of that, we're working on the website, and it's definitely a work in progress, but we have some tabs that are working and looking good, and it kind of just goes into depth there about what we're doing, and like we're gonna have a blog on there, and like Ginger said, there's like an anonymous tab where you can essentially like write whatever you want.
Yeah.
And also, these nails are ratchet, and please don't comment on them. I already know.
I'm gonna leave one.
I'm just gonna go on there and roast me after this. Also, that's all me and Ginger do is roast each other. So that's our friendship, our humor.
I feel like if you can roast each other with your best friends, and there's not a thing in the world someone else can say to you because you're like, I've heard it all from everyone. She already told me I look like trash this morning. It's like,
That's okay. I call myself trash every day, so I mean that's a compliment, right? If I call myself.
So I think we're gonna move on to the next part of this one, which was someone asked us to talk about our nursing school experience and what it was like entering the profession as a new grad. So I don't know
Which was a great suggestion. By the way, we love suggestions, and we will love to be transparent and answer any questions. I think specifically about entering the profession as a new grad for me. I have been in healthcare 7 years. I came up through healthcare starting as a nurse assistant. And I kind of worked my way up as a medical assistant in primary care. And then I was in peds for a little bit with an urgent care. So I did that job. And I was actually That was my first job as a registered nurse. And I was also a student nurse in the ICU. And then that's how I transitioned into the medical ICU, was all of that experience and being a student nurse. Then that's how I got into it. But I know that Ginger's experience is not like that. She had no medical experience. So I think that's a better um, kind of topic, or like her side is a little more educational than mine would be, because I did have that experience going in.
I think it's nice though to get both sides of the perspective or of the spectrum, whatever I'm trying to say. And that's a nice thing about our friendship. I feel is like we have a lot of similarities, but a lot of differences where we can compare and offer differing advice and things. So like I entered nursing school, I think when I was 18 or 19 or 19, I don't know, something young like that. I had no experience in the medical field at all. I was a hostess at Carrabba's. Shout out to my Miko family. And finished nursing school. And then there's something that I wanted to talk about, because all throughout nursing school, I know I was told, and I'm sure nursing students are still told to this day, that you can't start out in the ICU, you can't start out in labor and delivery, you can't start out in any kind of specialized field without starting on med surg for 2 years first, which I always found was a load of crap. I think if you find something that like you want and something that you feel drawn to, like for me, I'm super OCD, and I can't, even now with years of experience, stand having multiple patients, because I feel like I can't understand everything. I can't focus entirely on what I need to do. And if you know what you want to do, go for it. Just the worst that they can say is no, just apply. I know that's what I did. I applied to the medical ICU, and she interviewed me, and she was like, what kind of experience do you have with this? I said, none. Like, this is my sickest clinical experience I could tell you about, and it still was hardly nothing. But honestly, you get all the training on the job and in orientation and through your years working there. I think it's more than enough. So if you guys have any questions on like the application process for that, or interview tips or things like that as well, just let us know, because we'd like to talk about that too.
I feel like my nursing school experience was, I don't know, they didn't really, it wasn't like specialty oriented, I would say. Like you kind of just did your hours. And then honestly, I had a good conversation with a few nurses maybe about a month ago, where people did like an externship after school, and or like at the very end of school, and we never did an externship or anything like that. But that also seemed like a very good way to get onto the unit that you wanted, or into a specialty that you wanted.
Yeah,
I know personally for me that I worked during nursing school, so um, I was always
busy.
busy with that. But that's not everyone's experience. I think handling exams and things maybe was, and homework was a little last minute. As far as my end goes, I felt like I was always playing catch up with that. But I think if you can't work, that's super nice. um, and but if you are working, I definitely think that time management is your friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like I said, you get a lot of that experience on the job. Like, I don't know, you start to learn what you need to do, how to prioritize. Your care plans just become mental notes in your head, not something on a sheet of paper anymore. So,
And even with like prior experience in the healthcare field going in, I think that nothing prepares you to be a nurse. You know, you can have as much experience as you want, but as soon as you're that provider for that patient, the responsibility changes. And I think that also changes kind of how you handle and look at things as well.
yeah, definitely. And it changes the nightmares you have at night too. Did I chart my restraints? I don't know.
Yeah, I think everyone's lying if they don't say that you haven't like woken up in the middle of the night and been like, oh my God, I forgot the warm blanket. I forgot to give him the warm blanket.
Or you're like hearing beeping IV pumps in your home. It's really special. But I think that's pretty much it. Do you have anything else you wanted to add for this one?
No, I just want to thank everyone to listening to the spiciest girls in town, and we can't wait to be with you all next week. And we just want to thank you for being on this journey with us. We're gonna have a lot of kinks, probably for a while. I don't know, just until we figure out how to talk to each other and you. We've
Yeah.
never done this before, so we're just trying to have fun and help as much as we can and be here for you guys, really. So utilize the website if you want us to know anything and take our polls when we post them on social media. And thanks for listening.
Yeah, and just like of note, we are in totally different states right now, so that's why this is kind of difficult. We're trying to figure that out.
And I feel like I'm talking more to you guys than I am to Ginger. Like Ginger and I are co-hosts, but I feel we're
Yeah,
more trying to relate to you than to each other because we talk to each other all day. You saw my
yeah,
phone. It was 10 hours of
literally
talking to Ginger.
all day since 8 we've been on the phone.
So
I'm like, are you ready to talk to somebody else
yeah,
now?
literally, I'm like, can we please start recording this podcast because I can't talk to you any longer. No, I'm just kidding. But really, thank you so much, and I can't wait to hear from you guys next Monday and talk to you then.
Yeah, thank you guys.